It's real
I'll
gross.
tell you what about. I'll tell you one thing about Alf. He looks like he's got a throat on him.
Alf is a throat goat. Yeah, throat
So
goat.
I'm gonna go fuck Alf.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Moving Forward podcast. We are currently one member short of Sean Samples. He thinks that going out is more fun than recording a podcast, but we might hear from him a little bit later, and I'm sure that will go super smooth. So I'm excited for that. But for now, we got us. Of course, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, the Moving Forward Pod, FWD Pod. TikTok, the Moving Forward Pod. Sean keeps on saying how he'll be better, and I continue to be disappointed. So I guess now's our time to rag on Sean while he's not here. And then I always post the YouTube version of the podcast early at Loth 11. And I'm going to entice people to try to follow this YouTube channel more and our TikTok. So for the first I will say 4 hours of Logan and Adam's workout video that will be posted on Saturday. They will only be on our YouTube and TikTok until we put them on Instagram and Twitter. So if you want to see it, make sure you're following both those things. So if you want to see it first, you got to go there, like, subscribe, follow, whatever you got to do. Word of the day, Xanadu, a place of great beauty. Michael, would you like to read the sentence for Xanadu?
Yeah, Jake, got you right here. There's actually, I'm trying to decide which one to do. I'll do this one. To most people, Britain is a mythological realm on par with Atlantis or Shangri-La or El Dorado, the lost city of gold. Does it even exist? And much like any other fabled empire, this real-life Xanadu boasts its own elite class of pleasure dome dwelling artists.
Huh, that's a very high praise for England.
Britain, yeah.
Yeah, very high.
Shout out to Britain.
Adam's home.
Yeah, Adam's home.
Yeah, Adam, how do you feel about Xanadu?
I love it.
How do you feel about Great Britain?
I love it.
Okay. Thanks, Adam. Moving on, we're going to do some NFL talk. The NFL is currently 2 weeks away from today. So we're going to do a little NFL talk. Some news came out. Trevor Lawrence was first named a starter. Is anyone surprised by this news at all? I think this was inevitable. Maybe Tim Tebow was going to steal a spot for a little bit, but he finally got cut. Trevor Lawrence is the starter. Do we think this team is going to be good, bad, in between?
I think they'll probably be better than they were last year. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is definitely an upgrade at quarterback, and it's really not any surprise to me that he's starting. What about you?
Not surprised at all. I think their offense is going to be pretty damn good. I think with James Robinson now being like their featured running back, going to be the number one, ETN out for the year, we'll kind of mix these two things together. I think that their offense is going to be pretty dynamic. It's their defense that I think is going to be really, really bad. Meaning, like, I would love to have any player on the Jaguars in fantasy. I think they're going to be slinging it and throwing the ball quite a bit. So I'm not surprised by it at all. Would we really think it'd be Gardner Minshew? Like, the dude has an electric mustache, but I don't think he's very good at football. He kind of looks like Uncle Rico to me.
I know, it's a little disappointing. I was a big Gardner Minshew guy. But
yeah, he had like a little hint of Fitz magic to him, but like obviously not as good as Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Who do you think is going to win that division?
Who is that division? Colts, Jaguars,
It's AFC South.
Texans. Yeah. It's not going to be the Texans. I don't even think Deshaun Watson will be on the team by the end of the year. Jaguars aren't going to win it. They were too bad last year. Their defense sucks. I guess it will be between if Carson Wentz is decent enough for the Colts and how good is this Titans team really? Because they've been really good the last 2 years. So I'm just trying to see how real that is because their defense sucks, but their offense is going to be amazing. I'll stick with the Titans again. Kind of an easy pick, but I think the Titans probably win this division unless it's the Colts. I think those two are the only two who even have a shot at it.
You don't think Touchdown Jesus can mix it up a little bit?
No, I don't think he can. I don't think he can at all.
I wonder what the odds are. I should have looked this up.
Yeah, that might be something for when we do our NFL preview podcast in a couple of weeks. Maybe like the Monday before the season starts. That might be a good thing to look into. We'll do a full NFL episode when that one comes out. But moving on, big trade. Patriots trade running back Sony Michel to be a running back for the Los Angeles Rams. Cam Akers tore his Achilles earlier in the year. Now Sony Michel is heading over there. A lot of people really like Darrell Henderson in fantasy this year. And now with Sony Michel being there, Adam and Logan, and now Mike. I guess Mike's in the fantasy league too. Are you staying away from any of the Rams running backs, or do you just think this Rams offense is going to be really good?
I wasn't too big. Oh, you can go, Mike.
No, you go. Okay. You go.
I wasn't too big of a Darrell Henderson fan kind of to begin with. So this kind of puts me back even more. I think it does add a little value to Sony Michel kind of in the late rounds as a flyer. But I don't know. Definitely out of the backfield as a pass catcher, Sony Michel has some value. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what Matthew Stafford does with this new team and how it plays out.
This is my first fantasy draft in – actually, no, I had one yesterday or 2 days ago, and it was my first one in 6 years.
Since you've been removed from our fantasy football league?
Since I was cruelly thrown out.
You were asked
of
back.
That fantasy league.
You were asked back.
Yes, only 6 years later.
You were relegated. You were a shitty soccer team, and we feel like you deserve another chance, so we're bringing you back.
Thank you. I'm glad my 6-year probationary period is over. I'd like to stress again that I was out of the league for 6 years.
Well, if you were willing to make the commitment that Terry is flying all the way from Texas to Michigan for basically one weekend just to do a fantasy football draft, then maybe I'd take you a little bit more seriously. This man maybe lives and breathes fantasy football.
Maybe if I had been in the league for any of the last 6 years, I would fly back for the draft.
Yeah, but on another note, I was also in the same boat as Logan. I kind of like Darrell Henderson just because he showed that he could do it last year when Akers was out. But I think this is going to be a really pass-heavy offense. With the Lions, they've never been known as a running team, and I don't think the Rams will be really known as a running team. I'm super big on guys like Cooper Kupp, like Robert Woods. I think they're going to have awesome seasons. I think Stafford's kind of a steal at the end of the draft if you go no quarterback. But as far as Sony Michel, like I saw a lot of their like rookies even getting a lot of like headway as far as being the starting running back. So I'm not very big on him. So I don't think the Sony Michel news is really anything crazy. I think that makes him a better football team than it does any fantasy implications.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think of
Matthews?
Yeah, Mike.
What were you saying, Logan?
No, you can go. I was going to ask Jake about the Jaguars.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say I want to see Matthew Stafford sling it like 50 times a game. So that was all I had.
I also would like to see that.
I was going to ask you, what do you think the fantasy implications are for James Robinson with Travis Etienne out for the year?
I had a lot of hot takes. I have a certain website that I use for fantasy football. I will not release the name so that my other competition in this room doesn't see kind of what my draft strategy is. But I saw that they had James Robinson ranked a lot further down than I personally did. He finished as a top 5 running back last year. I think he's closer to 10 than he is to 20. And if I can get him kind of in the middle of the 3rd round, maybe 4th round, I would be super happy with that. I think James Robinson was really, really good last year. And now that those people were projecting ETN to have 60 plus catches at the running back position this year. If you're even telling me half of those are going to go to James Robinson, I think that increases his fantasy projections and value like through the roof.
Yeah, definitely he's a solid RB2. If you can snag a solid RB1 in that first round, I think he's a solid play-through guy if you can snag him as your second running back.
Yeah, I 100% agree. We're going to move out west or south. Did you guys ever hear the part of my take episodes when somebody called Colorado a southern state? No, nobody.
What?
Somebody,
No.
Billy called Colorado a southern state. But besides the point, Teddy Bridgewater was named the starter of the Denver Broncos. Big Dick Teddy. The dude has a massive hog. Mike's never seen the picture of him and Louisville with just a massive penis. Michael, first, before we get your reaction to him being named the starter, what was your reaction to the picture of Teddy Bridgewater?
Just first of all, I think length is a big thing for me. It's about halfway, a little less than halfway between his waistband and the end of his knee pads. Also curvature, huge. It wraps around, it follows his body's geometry perfectly. Let me get a little closer look here.
Michael also licking his lips.
Also, you can really see a well-defined head there in that penis.
Big mushroom cloud down there.
Yeah. That thing.
God bless.
I hope
that
when he has
man.
sex, he puts on a third glove. That's all I have to say about it.
Oh, Michael, that's a great joke
Thank
that
you.
was a good one. But yeah, Teddy Bridgewater named the starter Drew Lock after one full year as the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos. Now the backup. Seems like Drew Lock's just moving backwards and backwards. The thing that I've known Drew Lock for is the video of him rapping on the sideline. Besides
Easy.
that, like, yeah, easy. But I think that for me, I think that this makes the receivers and the running backs, everybody who catches those short yardage passes, like Teddy Bridgewater really doesn't sling it, but I think this makes Denver a better football team. So I think it makes every single player on their team a better player. Like as far as fantasy, like I just think Drew Lock is way too inconsistent to be like trustworthy in one of these players for the Broncos. But now I feel a lot better about them. Thoughts on for anybody else?
Yeah, I agree.
Mm.
I'm
Yeah.
still thinking about his dick, to be honest with you.
I think we saw it definitely last year with Carolina. We saw some of their pass catchers like Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore had a lot of fantasy value. So I think we'll see that pass over to kind of like the Jerry Jeudy, and hopefully Noah Fant can be a viable tight end too, because tight ends are like dime a dozen, it feels like, in fantasy these years. So
All right,
always another option.
I'll ask around real quick for the entire season, for the whole year. Who would you rather have, Cortland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy? Go ahead, whoever wants to start.
Jerry Jeudy.
I
Yeah.
accidentally drafted Cortland Sutton in my fantasy draft yesterday. I
Ooh.
double clicked. My internet was a little laggy and picked him up. So I'm going to go with him because I do have him.
Adam, this is your first year in our fantasy league at all. Mike's been kicked out and then he's come back, but he's played before. Adam, what do you think between Sutton and Jeudy?
I know that I wanted Jeudy last night in one of my mock drafts, and the person before me took him. So that's all I got for Jerry Jeudy.
That's really good insight. Thank you.
Mhm.
I just think for where you can draft Jerry Jeudy compared to where you draft Cortland Sutton, I just like the value of Jeudy a little bit more. I think Sutton's going a little too high personally for me. I know he had a really good season 2 years ago, but he just came off ACL surgery. So it's kind of my thought process on those two wide receivers, but I don't think the Broncos have a chance to win that division. Obviously the Chiefs, I think the Raiders will be a little bit better this year. So I don't think they really have a chance. And the Chargers are going to be super good. Like that's absolutely loaded division. I think the Broncos might be the worst team in that division. So I don't think they have a shot. I don't think it really matters who's the starting quarterback this year.
No.
No.
Teddy Bridgewater's cock is huge.
Yes. That will wrap up. Oh, damn it. I had such, I just thought of it like when I was wrapping up the segment. Speaking of something that makes my cock huge, the new Spider-Man trailer just came out and it was absolutely electric. I was bricked up for the 2 minutes and 30 seconds of this trailer. Adam and Logan don't watch Marvel. We've talked about this before. They absolutely suck, but okay. But Mike, what did you think of this trailer? I've been seeing a lot of conspiracy videos since saying that Doctor Strange is secretly Mephisto, and I don't know what to think. And it's like, oh my God, this makes sense. But I've been down this Mephisto rabbit hole before, and I just don't want to get my hopes up. I think lowering my expectations for the movie itself, like the plot, will help me appreciate the movie more. Because if I start thinking now what it is, then it's gonna let down my expectations.
I think my expectations are super high because like knowing Marvel, they don't really put out a whole lot of stuff in their first trailers normally. So the fact that we got, we got the pumpkin bomb from the Green Goblin, we got actual Doc Ock, we pretty much know basically how the entire plot is set into action. I think they still have a lot of cards up their sleeves, and I'm very excited to see how it goes. That trailer was amazing.
Yeah, it was super, super good. And I'm just like a little like, is Doctor Strange going to get another well, I guess Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but do you think that Doctor Strange will be more of like a side character who's in a lot of this movie? Like kind of like Captain America and Civil War where Iron Man was in the movie a lot? Or do you think this is going to be more like the first Iron Man movie or the first Spider-Man movie, I apologize, where Iron Man was just kind of sprinkled in a little bit to move the plot along? Or do you think he's going to be like a co-star of the movie?
I think it seems like he's the one who fucks everything up, but there's going to be a lot of screen time that's going to have to be shared. So I don't know. My guess would be he's probably going to play like the Robert Downey Jr. kind of mentor role that Iron Man had in the first Spider-Man movie. I think just in general, they're going to probably try to position him as like Peter's new kind of guide, but I don't know. He was acting super weird. It's really odd to me that he even agreed to do that spell. He doesn't seem like one to do favors very often.
Yeah, I agree. I'm super curious. I'm sure there'll be a second trailer that comes out in about a couple months or so, like 2 months before the premiere and everything like that. But I'm just super excited. We obviously didn't see any of the other Spider-Man, but I've been seeing a lot of breakdown videos saying when Doc Ock is on the bridge, he's not talking to he wouldn't know who that's Peter because he wasn't wearing his suit before unless they had previous interactions. So the Peter he would recognize would be Tobey Maguire. So I'm like, oof, I really like, I'm waiting.
Also, though, he did die at the end of Spider-Man 2. So who really knows?
Yeah, but if it's pulling from different multiverses, then maybe in this certain multiverse he survived, or it's from before it happened, you know?
Maybe. I don't
because
know.
he kind of ends
very excited to find out.
Because he kind of ends that second movie as a good guy too.
He does.
You know?
Yeah.
So
he doesn't seem like a good guy in this one, I guess.
No, he does not. And
we'll
just
see.
Quickly before we transition, your excitement level for Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi.
It's cool to see a new superhero. So I would say, man, probably like a 7. Black Widow stunk to me. I really did not like that movie. Whole different thing, but I think it'll be good to get back into the theater to see a new Marvel movie.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm excited for that too. I saw Black Widow. I saw Black Panther. Black Widow in theaters. Wasn't a huge fan. It was okay. It wasn't the worst Marvel movie I've ever seen, but definitely in my bottom 5. I think the 10 Rings thing, it's been going on for a long time, and I'm excited to finally see what the 10 Rings actually is, because they say they're a crime organization, but like this is the actual true meaning of the 10 Rings. So I'm excited for that, and we might get some Abomination, so that'd be cool too. But let's wrap this up and let's move on. So Logan has created a great Google form. Fill it out on Twitter. I've been tweeting it out from both my account and the Moving Forward account. So fill that out if you have any questions for us. But right now at this time, we will be answering some of those questions. So Logan, shoot away. What are some of the questions that we can answer for the people?
Yeah, so I've made this Google form, and if you guys have a chance, please go answer it. There's just a couple questions you guys can answer and some feedback, so we'd really appreciate it. But some of the questions we've had so far. Question 1, fuck, marry, kill, and the people are Gromit from Wallace and Gromit, Alf, and E.T.
Which one's Gromit? Is Gromit the guy or the dog?
The dog, I believe.
Oh yeah, Gromit's got to be the dog.
Yeah.
And
Who's
who else
the second
was it?
one?
Alf.
I would
E.T.
Alf is that gross looking thing, I think.
I would kill Alf.
Alf is furry.
Yeah, I would kill
Yeah.
Alf. I would marry Gromit. It's a great dog, and I would fuck ET because I think that would be an experience.
Yeah,
I
I
would
definitely. Yeah, fuck ET. I think is like a guarantee. I don't know about the rest. I don't really know them.
Did you look up Alf?
I think I know. It's not like
Give Alf a Google.
anteater looking thing.
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah, it's real gross.
I'll tell you one thing about Alf. He looks like he's got a throat on him.
Alf is a throat goat. Yeah, throat goat.
So I'm gonna go fuck Alf. I'm gonna marry Gromit. He seems like he's a good guy to like get into some shenanigans with. And then I'm gonna kill E.T. because E.T.
Whoa.
is a little bit of a child predator, dude. I don't like that he's hanging out with a little kid all over the place.
How old is he?
E.T.?
Like 100.
Yeah, what if
like 200
ET
years
what if
old,
ET
probably.
is like a kid?
Yeah.
You see the
too,
wrinkles
but
on
for
him?
his-
He's at least He's at
But he's
least
an
like
alien.
Yeah,
65.
he's extraterrestrial.
Which is even
So-
weirder.
I don't know. I think ET could like fuck me up, dude. We might
Yeah.
have some like floating gravity sex that would be insane.
I'm
We're
on
not
your
talking
side,
about-
Jake.
Maybe. I don't know.
And then we don't kill dogs, so I definitely can't kill Gromit. So
Yeah.
all
So
dogs
you're
are good
still
boys.
gonna kill Alf?
Still gonna kill Alf, even though now that you've mentioned it, the throat goat thing does have me a little excited. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
it's got me feeling a little Teddy Bridgewater over here in my pants.
Yeah. He's got a
Okay.
long snout.
All right. Second question. Is pink Himalayan salt really that much better than regular salt? What's the hype?
I'll take this one. Pink Himalayan salt is not actual salt. It's
Oh.
some kind of mineral. It's not
Mm.
it's not like table salt. It's a different chemical compound. So I don't know what the hype is.
I've never experienced it before, but now that whoever mentioned this said this, I'm gonna have to try it because salt is good, but if there's a better version of salt, my thought process is lemonade is like a 6 out of 10, but pink lemonade is like an 8 out of 10. So with pink in the name, it might take salt to a new level.
You know, you can actually, Jake, next time go to the store, get like a thing of pink Himalayan salt, put it in water and drink the whole thing. It'll taste just like lemonade.
Really? Okay.
This is a weird question. I wonder who asked this.
Yeah, I am curious. It is all anonymous. So if anybody wants to claim this question, please add us on Twitter. I would like to know who asked that question. And the fuck, Mary kill the first one. If you want to own up to any of your questions on Twitter, please add us because I'd be curious to know the people behind these questions.
All right. So last question. We have another one after this, but we're missing Sean. This one's about Sean too. So we'll wait till he's back.
I feel like we should almost answer it.
No, it's not about
We'll ask
Sean.
him at the end of the episode when he's here.
Okay. Yeah, we could, I guess. Okay. We'll wait till the end, but this is the last one for now. Not remotely related to sports, but do you wipe your ass sitting down or standing up?
Sitting down.
Sitting down.
Who the fuck? What?
I used to.
I
You
sometimes
used
wipe
to?
my
You was
ass.
I
Stand
used
or
to,
upper?
yeah.
I sometimes
I
wipe
used
my
to.
ass standing up.
Why?
Occasionally. I
What
don't
is the
know.
purpose of doing that?
I don't know.
That was how I learned like when I was growing up. But then like I remember I was in a locker room once and I heard one kid make fun of another kid for wiping their ass standing up, and then I stopped doing it, started doing it sitting down. You get way more like control.
Yeah.
You get a way cleaner wipe. You get a way cleaner
All
wipe.
right.
I feel like I'm doing more effectiveness per wipe standing than I am sitting. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. You can
But
get the whole thing.
yeah, I get all the way in the ass.
Yeah,
I'm
the
in
cheeks
there.
never interrupt.
No, never once. Okay. Well, thank you for your
That was
user
it.
submitted questions, and we will continue answering them when people send more in. So, like I've been saying, fill them out. It takes like 2 seconds. It's on Twitter. I tweet them out all the time. I will continue tweeting it out. Ask us questions. We want to hear more questions. After this, we do some love hate and leave some things on top of our cars. So stay tuned after this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another installment of Love Hate. I will start things off this week. My love is trailers. So we talked about the Spider-Man trailer a little bit more earlier, and you can listen to that. Obviously, you listened, but now we got a Star Wars trailer for Lego Star Wars. Mike and I were talking about this last week. We finally got a trailer and a release date. It's going to be spring of 2022. I'm disappointed to keep pushing this game back, but it looks like the greatest Lego game to date, and I will wait the 9 months until it comes out, and my excitement level will not waver until then. And the second it comes out, I will play it all and all and all and all. And I cannot wait to 100% this game and just play it for hours and hours and hours. And I'm sure Michael feels the same way that I do.
I feel exactly the same way you do. I love Lego Star Wars, and if you don't love Lego Star Wars, you're a cop.
Yeah.
Did you guys play it?
Yeah, you're a
I
I
nerd.
did. That's
yeah.
one of my favorite games.
Yeah, even though I
Okay.
never watched the movies,
Hate Star
I
Wars. Love the game.
absolutely love Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with Lego Star Wars, and it looks like it's gonna be like there's a scene of like Leia like corner peeking and like shooting a stormtrooper. They like completely redid the gameplay. Graphics look amazing.
Yeah.
There's like dialogue in it now.
I like too that they didn't just master, like Logan was asking earlier. Did they just remaster like the first couple of games? They like completely redid them. There's like stuff that I saw from the first couple like movies that they've already made, like in episodes 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, and 6, that look completely different from the original games. So I'm really excited for that, and the new traveling system and stuff, and how it's broken up into planets. That's gonna be really cool. It's also going to be like a open world game as well. It's just going to be absolutely awesome. I can't wait. I've been battling in my mind whether I want to buy it for the PS5 when it comes out, because there's going to be so many like games on my PS5 that I don't know if I'll have the storage for it, if I want to do it on Switch. So I'm just been going back and forth, like which one do I want to buy it for? But if because of Adam's going to get it, because I know you're going to be able to play with other players, then I want to be able to play with Adam. But then at the same time, like, will I have the storage? So it's a mental battle in my head right now. Really tough.
Good thing you have plenty of time to think about it.
Yeah, good thing I got plenty of time. Moving on, Mike, what is your love for this week?
So my love is a gym related thing. It's not a bad thing. Today at the gym, I saw. Okay, first of all, actually, this is unrelated, but I went to go get a drink, and I ripped the fountain clean off the wall. Like the whole, like I leaned over and I like put my hands on it, like press the button or whatever. And the whole thing fell at my feet and I just walked away. And
was it leaking water?
No, it was totally dry. They didn't have, it must have been broken. It must have been broken or something. But my love is also today, I saw an old man doing handstands on like those like circus rings, those.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing a handstand on those, and he was doing fucking like upside down leg raises at 6:30 in the morning.
Jesus Christ.
So that's my love. That guy was in his own little personal Xanadu at 65 years old, in the best shape of his life. I'm waiting for the buzzer. Was that the buzzer?
No, that was clapping.
clapping.
You did a good job.
Good job.
You get the buzzer if you do a bad job.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Got you.
Maybe
Maybe we should do like a hooray or something.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah, let's test. Might as well take some time. Let's test. Let's crowdsource some different completion noises for the word of the
not
day.
a ton there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there's chimes.
No, didn't like that. Didn't like that.
Bison.
Bison.
I think that
think
one.
it's bison.
Yeah,
I think it's
bison.
got to be bison.
Yeah,
Bison.
when you get it wrong, it's
All right.
bison. Then you get
Oh,
buzzed if it's not.
Jonah's gonna be
Oh.
so thrown off when he hears that after he says it.
Here's a
Says it.
bison.
So wait, when you get it right, it's bison, or when you get it wrong, it's bison.
But it's right. It's bison. When it's wrong,
Okay.
it's the buzz.
Okay.
Let's keep moving on. Adam, what is your love this week?
My love is my brand new blue jeans. Well, I guess they're not really new because they're from Goodwill, but they're new to me. But yeah, they're a little short. You'll see in the video that comes out soon. But yeah, got some new jeans to work out in.
I cannot
That's
wait
my
for this
love.
video.
I'm so excited. I was a little bummed like that there wasn't a 3-way tie for last. I wanted us all to have to do it. I'm glad I don't have to do it though.
It's gonna
yeah.
suck.
I think it's going to be to be honest, I think it's going to be a little less bad with two of you being there than
Yeah.
just one person being by themselves. Cause there was a moment in time on like Tuesday when I got off of work that I was sitting there and I was like, I was in dead last and I was like talking and I was like, Elena, you're going to have to go to the gym with me and record me working out in blue jeans and a tank top with sunglasses on. And she goes, I'll do it from afar. I don't want to be seen with you. And I was like, I don't know if I'll ever want to be seen again once this video goes public. It'll be on the internet for forever, but you two will have each other. So it'll be very beautiful.
Yeah, we're getting
poll,
what were we saying?
I was just gonna say that poll was so volatile.
Yeah.
Like there was
Yeah.
times where I was up 10% and then I was down 7%, and then there was a 4-way tie and then a 3-way tie. That was fucking exhilarating 2 days.
Yeah. I liked moving the poll to 2 days. It felt like it was
Definitely
more, it got more interaction, obviously. And it was like heart was pounding for a while, like for a day and a half. It wasn't even until this morning when Michael said, Jacob, I think you're going to win this one. You're not going to have the punishment. I cared less that I won and more that I didn't care that I wasn't in last. I was just like, thank God I didn't lose.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I'm horrified.
We got
Logan.
a one day membership to Planet Fitness, so we're gonna use that tomorrow.
Burn it at a gym you don't actually go to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
smart.
I'm gonna set off the lunk alarm in my blue jeans.
Please, God, please.
Please, can you please set off the link alarm?
Yeah,
How do you
have to?
How do you set that off?
just make a
just
lot of
go
noise.
crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. Who sets that off? Is it like the Planet Fitness employees?
It's sound. It's done by like.
It's just like if you hit like a certain
decibel.
or
Mm-hmm.
just
Okay,
go in there
Logan.
and scream at him.
Yeah.
Just like make the sex noises like we were saying while you were lifting. Just
Yeah.
all right, Logan. What's your love this week?
My love today is big bombs. So, yesterday, Adam and I were watching the Twins game because I had a bet on it, and
Obviously,
they were playing the Red Sox, and we turned it on. First batter up is Miguel Sano. I haven't watched baseball probably in, I don't know, all year. Turn it on, first batter. Miguel Sano hits a nuke. One of the longest home runs I've ever seen, and it was clocked in at 495 feet, which is the longest home run in MLB for this year. So I just thought it was a kind of coincidence that the first batter and the only batter that we watched was the longest home run of the MLB this year. But it turns out during batting practice, Miguel Sano, the same guy that hit the longest home run in the MLB this year, hit a kid in the head with a ball on a home run out to right field. So they were showing him, and they were showing him kind of talking to the kid, and I don't know, just a funny coincidence.
He gave him the bat after
Yeah.
with the home run.
I would
Which
fucking
is cool.
hope.
yeah. Did he hit him
I
in
hope you give him
the?
something.
Did he hit him in the head with a bat too, and then give it to him?
That's what we thought he did. We thought he hit him in the head with a bat, and then we kind of found out that he hit him in the head with a ball. But
That is-
like a
they showed
there's
the
a
kid.
dent in the
They showed the kid holding an ice pack up to his head.
It's like that one clip of like that one video of Westbrook when he fractured his face and his just skull was like
Yeah.
indented.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah.
That would be absolutely insane. It is crazy though when you feel like you turn on a TV and you see like this crazy sports moment happen and you only like are watching for like 2 minutes. Like I it was like that same thing of I'm trying to think what game it was. I can't remember, but it's just like those crazy moments that stick out in your head like that's absolutely wild that you just turn on the TV for those 2 seconds and then it's something that you'll like never forget. Obviously, I can't remember right now, but it's crazy.
It was literally the first batter we saw, and like probably the first MLB game I've watched in months. So,
well, Logan, I'm excited for you. This has been something new for me that oh, Michael's gonna miss my story. He walked away, but this is gonna be something new for me that I don't know when this has started, but I've noticed it every single morning and every single night since for the last few weeks. But I just really kind of put it together. I hate brushing my teeth. So for the past 2 weeks or so, I don't know how long it's been going on. I just kind of noticed it recently. Every time I've had to brush my teeth, I get a very sudden urge that I have to pee very, very badly. And I don't know why. It's not when I turn on the faucet. It's once I start brushing my teeth, I'm like, I have to pee really, really bad. And I don't know what it is. I think I've been like Schrodinger's dog, and I'm like programmed to have to pee when I start brushing my teeth now for some reason. I think somebody's hypnotized me.
So your hate is having to pee while brushing your teeth or brushing your teeth?
My hate is every time I brush my teeth now, I feel like I have to pee.
Okay. Because I hear where you're coming from. Brushing your teeth can be a chore. I wouldn't want to come out as anti-toothbrushing.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-toothbrushing.
Yeah.
I'm anti feeling like I have to pee while brushing my teeth because it's absolutely disgusting if you pee while you're brushing your teeth. That's disgusting. So then you have to sit there for like the 30 seconds to a minute, however long you brush your teeth. I won't slut shame anybody who does a quick toothbrush or brushing of your teeth. But yeah, it sucks because then I feel like, oh shit, I really have to pee now. And I hate it. I don't know when this started, but I'd like it to stop. So whoever hypnotized me, please make this end. Say the trigger word.
Yeah. Pineapple.
I just pissed my pants.
How do you guys feel about brushing your teeth in the shower? Because to me, it's kind of a weird move.
Efficient.
Yeah, I do it sometimes. Not
You
all
do
the
it?
time. Not all
You
the time.
keep your toothbrush in there?
No.
Okay. You
Sometimes I
bring it
like
into the
to.
shower with you.
Sterile.
Sometimes I like to brush my teeth while the shower gets hot. I feel like that's a
Yeah,
good way
that's-
to use your time waiting for the
Yeah.
shower to get warm.
To me, it's just like how much time are you really saving?
Yeah. The only thing that's actually elite in the shower is drinking a beer or a drink. That's
Shower
the
beers
best.
are cool.
Yeah, they're the best. All right, let's move on. Adam, what's your hate for this week?
Well, you kind of alluded to it earlier, but with the cars and like on the roof and stuff. But yeah, so I'll just say my hate of the week is leaving things on top of your car and forgetting that they're there and driving off with them on top of your car. So I was coming back from the gym and I put my shoes on top of my car and I forgot about them and I drove home, which is like 20 minutes away from the gym. And when I started driving, I like saw something in my rearview mirror like hit the pavement behind me, and I didn't even think anything of it. I was like, oh, all right. And then I get home, pull into the parking lot, and I go to grab my gym shoes to bring them inside, and I don't have them. So I had to drive it like dawned on me. I was like, oh my God, that's what that was. So I had to drive all the way back to the gym pretty much, pull off to the side of the road, like stop traffic and so I can go and walk in the middle of the road and grab my shoes. Luckily they weren't ran over or anything. So, but yeah, that's my hate. For getting stuff on top of your car.
It's a good one. I've never done that specifically.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever.
Yeah, neither.
One time when leaving, one time while leaving practice, I think maybe it had to be junior year. I was driving off and I turned out of Parker to head down D19, and something just dropped out of the bottom of my car, and my car like seized up. I had to pull out to the road, and Eric Hamilton pulls up behind me and goes, "Jacob, you dropped something off your car." I'm like, "No shit, Eric. Something just fell out of the bottom of my car." And he just like brings it to me, and it's just like this huge hunk of metal. And I'm just like, well, I didn't leave it on top of my car, but it sure fell out the bottom. So that was the great story of the Dodge Durango. Fuck that car. Can't believe I ever had to drive it. Piece of shit.
I remember that happening. What did that end up being?
I have no idea. I don't remember. It ended up being important because I know that I got a different car after that, and it wasn't my car anymore. So it must have been somewhat important.
One time I was driving to practice at Parker, and the same guy watched me T-bone a minivan.
Oh,
I remember that
Yeah.
too. That was
Yeah, I remember.
holy shit.
Still made it to practice.
Yeah.
Had to do sprints.
that's ridiculous. But whatever.
Well, we
Besides
all
the
did,
point.
but I should have
Yeah.
just not gone to practice in hindsight.
Yeah,
Should have just taken the day off.
might have been a good day to take off. Mike, what's your hate for this week?
My hate this week is Martin Luther King in Fortnite. I don't know if
Oh.
you guys saw this,
Thank God there was more to that sentence.
Yeah.
I thought it was just MLK.
but PlayStation and Time Magazine are combining to for like one of those Fortnite events, you know, like Ariana Grande concerts,
Mhm.
Travis Scott concerts, and now the Martin Luther King "I Have a Dream" speech.
No way. What?
Yeah, I swear to God.
No, that's a
Let
real
me-
thing.
Yeah, March Through Time in Fortnite Creative is a new experience educating players on Dr. King's extraordinary life.
Please tell me you can play as him. If you can, I will dish out $20 right now to Epic Games if I can play as Dr.
If
MLK.
there's a Martin Luther King Jr. skin,
I will play right now. I haven't played Fortnite in like 2 years,
Yeah,
but I
it's
will
just-
hop on the game right now.
apparently it's just like they're gonna like recreate Washington D.C. and you're gonna be able to watch that speech.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's mine.
I hate
Martin
that.
Luther King in Fortnite. Yeah, no, isn't that the worst? Isn't that like the worst thing you've ever heard?
How do they go from a Travis Scott concert to that?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know who thinks there has to have been. There's probably like at least 100 people who that decision had to go through for it to get made, and not one of them was like, "Yeah, this is a bad idea."
I'll put my hand up. I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I think it's a bad idea.
I don't see how this could go wrong where they're going to let people be able to emote while like this speech is going on. Like, I just think it's a bad idea. I could just imagine somebody taking the L on Dr. Martin Luther King
Well,
while
can
he
you imagine,
gives his
like-
I Have a Dream speech.
Can you imagine like when the CIA like assassinated him, if they had that and they gave him like the little L thing?
It's awful. What a
I know, isn't this? It's just a terrible idea.
No, the things like this where it's just like, how did someone not say no to this is just mind-boggling. Like, how did this get through, like you said, so many levels of things and no one like put their hand up to be like, I think this is a bad idea. Like, what?
It's
I
okay.
don't
So
know.
let me read you a quote from this. It says, "We also hope this experience helps equip students to have meaningful discussions, not only in the classroom, but in their personal lives as well." Would you say the average age of people who still play Fortnite is like 12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think 12-year-olds are going to have many meaningful conversations about this?
Probably not.
Fuck no.
Yeah. I would imagine not.
Hmm.
So
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to re-download Fortnite because I have to see this.
Yeah, we should all play it and give our review of it.
Yeah.
oh, this speech stinks.
Boo.
Give it a 6 out of 10.
All right.
I'm pro Martin Luther King Jr., by the way.
Yeah,
just
we're
so
all.
everybody knows.
Yeah.
Pro MLK podcast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very pro. Jesus. All right, Logan. Let's wrap up the love hate. What's your hate for this week?
My hate is toilet paper. I've just been once you use baby wipes, you just can't go back to regular toilet paper. It's just not the same. So anyone that has ever experienced baby wipes and then gone back to regular toilet paper, it's not the same. You can't do it.
I disagree. It makes my
yeah.
ass too wet.
I want a bidet really bad.
I also like that very badly.
Bidets are a thing of God, and it's a shame that they're not more popular in the United States. You may
Adam,
think like, yeah, I hear you out on the wet ass thing here, Adam, but like, you just take one piece of dry toilet paper and dry it up, clean
That's
up
true.
the excess liquid.
All right. Yeah.
But whenever I get real person money, it's going to bidet. Like, not like a cheapy one. I want like a nice one in my home.
I want it to be like the separate console,
Mhm.
like a separate thing.
like a urinal, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wall
I'm
mount.
just one day.
I want it to be detachable, so I just get in there.
Just a high pressure
shower
garden
head.
hose.
Well, I just want it to be like on the wall, and it's basically I have to stand up and back my ass into it, and it's just a hole in the wall, and somebody's sitting there with like a deck washer that you use,
Power
and they
washer.
a power washer, and they just spray my ass with like the super laser beam one too, and I'm sure that it will spray so hard it comes out my mouth, and I'll look like a fountain. But it sounds like the life to me.
Is that what those holes in the walls at stalls and bars are for?
Yeah,
Put your
Yeah.
ass up to it and someone
Yeah.
sprays your
Yeah.
ass down.
No, you put your that's a complimentary cleaner.
Yep. I'll have to
Make
use
sure you
that
put a
next
little
time.
money in-
I'll have
Make
to-
sure you put a little money through the hole first, and then put your ass up to it, and yeah.
just
It'll be
wait
good.
for the
They do the job
surprise.
for you.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, I think that will wrap up our love hate for this week. Good job, everybody. Good work. After this, would you rather? We're scrapping the sports stuff. We're just gonna get weird. I'm excited to see what Adam and Logan have in store. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to our Would You Rather segment. I will let the producers Adam and Logan kind of take over here. What are we talking about today? Let's hear our first scenario.
All right. I'll start it off. I don't know. This is just a pick between one or the other. So, would you rather get free tickets to a WNBA game or get $5?
Is it a good WNBA team?
Yeah, do I get to pick the WNBA teams?
Sure.
I'll take the WNBA.
Yeah,
game.
I go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not a look. It's not exactly the most exciting basketball game, but like, I feel like going to a game would be fun. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I've never
You can
been
make
to
the most of it.
I've never been to a WNBA game, and I could probably pass that off as a date night one night. Just be like, hey, we're
Yeah.
going to a
Ah.
WNBA game. It's absolutely free. It would be a good time. It's a night out on the town, and yeah, it'll do me more than $5, but a $5 can get you hot and ready. I'm starting to walk back.
Our drinks
Prices.
included at this WNBA game.
No, I
No.
think it's just the
No.
tickets.
Just
I'm
free
gonna go with the
tickets.
WNBA game either way. I think it would be a fine time. I'd imagine tickets are not that expensive anyway, though.
I think there was a point in time for the Pistons when they were really bad the last few years where I think you could probably get Pistons tickets for like $5 to sit in the top row at some point. So if depending on where the seats are, if they're like nice seats too, that'd be like a double plus. But I would take the free tickets. I gotta take the free tickets.
Yeah, I'm taking the free tickets.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Would you rather be controlled by a mantis shrimp for a day and be forced to watch him make stupid shrimp decisions, or be the most wanted pirate on all of the 11 seas for a month in the 1700s?
What? I have to watch a shrimp for a day
Wait,
or be a wanted criminal for a month?
Yeah, you would
Pirate.
would you rather be controlled by a mantis shrimp for a day?
Oh, they're controlling you for a day.
and it's like you basically like sit there and like watch yourself do all these decisions, but you have no control over what you're doing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or be a pirate on the
would the shrimp
on the
even know?
seas.
Would the shrimp even know it's alive, or would I just like kind of like just roam around in a circle? I feel like that's what it would be with a shrimp.
Yeah, like what's the day-to-day of a shrimp?
Yeah. What is the shrimp gonna make me? The shrimp doesn't have like enough brain power to make me think. Like it might just have me like poop myself, eat, and like just move around. I think that would be what it would be to be a shrimp. But
I'm going with the shrimp.
I'm taking the fun answer. I think it'd be awesome to be a pirate. Do I have a crew? Do I have a crew of people with me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Am I like-
probably.
Am I like basically Jack Sparrow?
Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get caught? What if you get
That's-
scurvy?
That's on you.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
gotta be a
good.
better
You get,
You get,
pirate,
like
Mike.
hung at the end?
I don't know.
You could
It
survive.
Depends how bad of a pirate you are.
Yeah, how bad of a pirate are you?
I feel
You
like I
bet.
wouldn't be a very good pirate, to be
I just
honest
think it'd
with
be
you.
really fun getting drunk on a boat. That's basically already 66% of my life now. So yeah, sure.
Did you guys
I
ever
don't know.
play?
Think
You
the
guys ever
fun.
play Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
game was
it's the
fucking
shit.
awesome.
That's what I'm
It's
thinking
awesome.
of.
That was one of the best Assassin's Creed games by far. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Do I get to customize my ship and have like secret daggers inside of my? I don't know. But death
But what if you're-
is scary, and if I stubbed my
Yeah.
toe in the 1700s, I'd probably die.
Is
I
it in the
might-
1700s? Did we establish that?
Yeah,
It is,
yeah,
like in the
yeah.
golden age of piracy.
I think that's almost easier than it would be now. I think if you were a pirate now, I think
Oh,
you'd be
yeah,
dead
you'd
in
be-
a day.
Well, there are like pirates now, but like I feel like it now would be way easier to find you. Like you're not going to be
Yeah.
if you're wanted on all 11 seas, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah. All right. For the fuck of it, I'm gonna go pirate just to be fun because I think I think it'd be fun for the first couple days. Once shit got real, then I'd probably regret my decision. But the start of it
Yeah.
would be a hell of a time.
It'd be fun when you're singing like yo ho ho and a bottle of rum, but like when it
When
came
I'm-
down to it, Jake, do you
when
think you
I'm-
could kill a man?
No, probably not.
I used to be shit canned on a boat for a month. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah,
okay,
that'd be
yeah,
pretty
but
fun.
I'm gonna go with the shrimp. I'll just take like the day off of work.
I'd rather you go into work and see what the shrimp has you do. All right. What's our final and last? Would you rather?
Okay. All right. Would you rather have the power to have indestructible hands, need
Ooh.
50% less sleep than you get right now, be the most attractive person to 5% of the people in the world, or have a power outlet in your butt cheeks?
All right,
So
say
let me-
those again.
Yeah. Okay. Indestructible hands, 50% less sleep, most attractive person to 5% of the world population. So like you are the most attractive person in their eyes. And then a power outlet in your butt cheeks.
Do indestructible hands just mean like I can hit them on anything? Are they strong hands or do they just
No,
not hurt when I hit things?
indestructible. You do not feel pain. They can't be cut or crushed.
Okay, and then so it was indestructible hands, most attractive person to 5% of the population. I feel like that one's out automatically because like
No, I'm taking that one.
to 5% of the that means if you see 100 people, 5 of them are gonna think you're hot.
Yeah, but also you have to think about how much money
You
you're
probably
gonna
had
make.
that already. Jake.
Think about how many people would be like following you on social media if almost 8 billion people, 5% of them found you attractive. Think about how much money you would make with millions and millions of followers following you, paying for
Think
your
about how much money you
every
could
whim.
get from like being a demolition guy with indestructible hands.
They're not stronger hands, Mike. They're the same strength your hands have now. They just don't hurt or can't be hurt. Can't be hurt, can't be crushed. You still are hitting something with the same strength. Like you're not
So
going to
what are
be
the
a
other
demolition
options?
guy.
The other one
50%
is
less sleep.
yeah.
I think that one's stupid. I liked sleeping. It's fun.
Power outlet.
Yeah, I
and
like
butt
sleeping too.
cheeks.
Oh God, these all kind of stink. I don't really particularly want any of them.
I'm taking the 5% attractive to 100 people. I think that there's money to be made there.
If I have the power outlet in my butt cheeks, can Teddy Bridgewater plug into it?
I don't know if his extension cord will fit in there.
I think it'll fit.
It can fit anywhere. Jeez.
You're onto something with the money.
Thank you.
What do you guys say, Adam and Logan? What are your answers?
Yeah,
to this?
give us some input.
I was thinking the outlet would be pretty cool, but now that Jake brings up that the money and
They
how
find you
famous
to
would
be they find you to be the most attractive person. So you just got to think like
Now,
require 50% less sleep is
well, hear me out.
That's
Where
probably
does
the best
the
one. I would say
where does the power come from when you have the plug in your ass? Is it just renewable energy? Because you could make a lot of money on your ass power.
Yeah, we'll say it's renewable.
Okay, so
Never
you could
ending.
save. I'm gonna go with that because you could literally save the entire.
you could
planet
make a
from
lot of
climate
you could
change
make a lot of money that way too.
with your ass. I'm gonna go with that.
Just to clarify, there's almost 8 billion people in the world, correct? It's close to 8 billion.
Yeah, we'll say that.
That would be 400 million people who found you to be the most attractive person in the entire world.
Jake, you could save all those 8 billion people from climate destruction with your ass. I'm going with the ass.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Mike?
Can we title the episode like
big-
Mike's ass saved
Mike-
the world from climate
Mike-
change, please?
Yeah.
Mike goes with
let
the
me-
ass.
Mike and Teddy save the world.
Mike and-
Mike and Teddy save the world, or Mike's ass saves the world.
I think Mike's ass saves the world.
Okay, saves the world. All right, I'll type that down. That is now the title of the episode. So yeah.
All right. Sean said he's ready.
Okay, Sean
Right.
said he's ready. So that will end Would You Rather. Great one. Sean is now joining us. We're waiting for him. Let's see how
Gosh.
long this takes. He said it's going to
He's here.
99% chance you can't hear us. Is he here?
Yeah.
Sean joining us from a Xanadu location. Sean, please, what can you hear? Tell us about your situation.
Hello, I'm at the bar, and I've been waiting for a half hour. I'm pushing my way to the front. It's a bloodbath out here. I'm sweating my ass off. No, what's going
It
on?
sounds,
What's going
sounds
on?
like you're like fighting the Taliban right now.
I am. I'm in the middle of war. I
Oh, this
can't
is-
be sweating more than I am right now. It's impossible. I'm
This
sure
is good.
drenched.
This is good. While we're at it, Logan, hit Sean with some Would You Rather questions from the bar. Go.
Yes, hit me.
The would you rather?
Yes.
Okay, Sean, would you rather get free tickets to a WNBA game or get $5?
Jesus Christ. You're hitting me with the hard-hitting questions, huh? I'd rather. Okay. What'd you say again? Repeat the question.
Get
One
free
more time.
tickets to a WNBA game or get $5.
Oh, $5, 100% of the time. You can buy me this drink.
Okay.
I'm $5 more closer to a beer.
It's a great point. Do we want to get the question that was asked to Sean from earlier? Do you want to pull that one up, Logan?
Yeah, pull it
Oh,
up.
okay. It was just who would win in a 1v1 basketball game, Sean or Loth?
Jesus Christ. Me, 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, he's probably right. I'll give
No.
Sean the win.
It would be a close battle because Jake's got some length. He can guard me. He's got good perimeter defense. He'd body me in the post a little bit. Oh, I'm just fucking kidding. I'll hit you with a hezzy. Hey, I'm right by you. To the hoop. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Oh,
Adam, you should ask
guys,
me.
I can't emphasize enough how sweaty I am. It's a
Sean.
tragedy.
Sean, would you rather smoke crack with Ellen DeGeneres or Dr. Phil?
Guys, I'm out the bar. I'm going. I gotta hop off. Gotta go.
All right.
Great to talk to you guys.
Enjoy your night out. Have a good time.
All right, bye. Love you.
Bye. So he did not use the word.
No, he did
Xanadu.
not.
He did not.
He has a shotgun.
He's still in here.
I'm gonna text him right now. He didn't use the word of the day. Send me a chugging video to
Uh-huh,
post on
yeah.
social media. We'll get that and we'll post it once he sends it. Yeah. For a minute there, I couldn't see him on the screen. Could anybody see him? I was skeptical
No.
that was Sean. It didn't even sound like Sean.
No, it didn't.
It didn't at all.
I'm kind of
I think it was very loud in there.
yeah.
Also, I'd rather smoke crack with Dr. Phil.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I said.
Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres is really taking a downturn. I think she's kind of been canceled lately. I'll go with
Yeah.
Dr. Phil.
I heard she's a bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's not
Dr.
great.
Phil seems kind of cool.
Yeah, he makes some funny TikToks. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Sean owns us a chugging video. I'll make sure to request it from him now. But I do feel for him. Bar sweat is a different kind of sweat. It's tough, but the only good thing is you're so drunk that you have to be the level of drunk while you're sweating to not care. Because if you're like halfly sober and you're sweating that much, it's awful. But if you're just completely fucked up, then I don't really care at that point. It just really depends on how drunk you are while sweating.
I also really feel for him. It's welcome weekend up there in Mount Pleasant at Central Michigan University, and I can only imagine that the Xanadu that is Blue Gator Sports Pub and Grill is pretty packed for welcome weekend.
I cannot wait till this Saturday that I find myself as a college graduate in Harper's on welcome weekend at Michigan State. I'm sure that it will make me feel like I'd never missed a day in my life from the last year and a half due to the pandemic. So I'm excited for that and I can't wait. So Mike, will I see you at Harper's?
No, you will not.
Okay. Well, that will wrap up this episode of the Moving Forward podcast. A 4-person one, including Sean with some weird stuff for a little bit there, but good to hear from him. Of course, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, the Moving Forward Podcast, or just Moving Forward Podcast, FWD, the Moving Forward Podcast on TikTok and YouTube, Loth11. We'll be posting the workout video of Adam and Logan on the TikTok and on YouTube for the first 3 hours of it being up. You'll only be able to find it there before we do Twitter and Instagram. So follow there. You'll see it there. We'll continue to tweet out the Google form, fill it out. You can hear your questions answered. If anybody wants to own up to the questions that they had asked in this episode, I'd love to see who asked the questions. Till next time, Alpha's the throat goat. Peace.